So this is a random video that I decided to make that might help men out there approach their massage therapist a little bit different. I am in my scrubs right now. I am an energy healing massage therapist. I'm a spiritual healer and I infuse it into massage. Through this experience over a number of years, I have bumped into men who are quite, I don't know what the word is, like rude, ignorant, and obnoxious, and they actually have the balls to ask me for hand jobs or happy endings, like they like to call it. So I have a couple stories that are really engraved in my mind about men asking for hand jobs. I just want to say, don't ask your massage therapist for a hand job. Never ask your massage therapist for a hand job. If your massage therapist is giving out hand jobs, she's gonna let you know because she wants your money for the hand job. So don't worry about it. You don't need to ask her if she's gonna give you a hand job, or if she does give hand jobs, don't fucking ask her because it is so awkward and stupid. It makes you look stupid and it makes the massage therapist feel shitty when you ask for a happy ending. So, first story. Recently, I had a client who about 10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, more closer to 5 probably minutes into the massage, he said to me, "Do you know somewhere in town that you can get a happy ending?" As I'm massaging him. So obviously I know what he's saying. But the funny thing is like, in the moment, like, because I'm in this spiritual mindset, like, I pray before I do the healings and everything like that. Like, I'm in this, like, super zen space. I took it on quite well. It was afterwards I got riled up, like, super riled up. I was just like, actually, I do. There's a place uptown. It's called Carrie's VIP Body Care, and you can go there and you can, I think, get anything that you'd like done. He's like, oh yeah, I know, I've heard of that place, yada yada, whatever. And then he continues, after I try to, like, deflect that statement and his obvious way of saying, like, can I get a happy ending, to say, well, so you don't give happy endings? I'm like, no, I do not give happy endings. I normally have this waiver that people sign, but I just, like, ran out of it and then just never kind of got around to doing it again because you just don't have those problems very often. But every once in a blue moon, this is where you regret not having that waiver where it says, if you do anything inappropriate, I kick you the fuck out and I make you pay. And then he continued to tell me that I should add it to my services. And I was like, I'm not adding that to my services. I've been in this business long enough. I know I do not want to do. I think I made a joke too. I said, oh my God, I would never have a day off if I did something stupid like that. And he said, well, you should just do it for special clients. I'm like, what is a special client anyway? Like, if you're going to give a hand job to one special client, you might as well give them to all. Another one I had, I was traveling through a city. Again, I didn't have my papers on me, so this is a lesson from massage therapists. Always have these waivers, because otherwise you might get this situation pop up. So I was doing an in-home call, and at the end, I remember he asked me if I gave hand jobs or whatever. I said no, and he was, like, kind of more embarrassed than the other guy. The other guy was so freaking obnoxious, and honestly I hope he sees this video because I wanted to tell him, like, do you ask your bank teller to give you a hand job at the end of her services? Like, what makes you think you should even ask me for that? And obviously I said no, and you continue to just, like, put it out there. Honestly, you need to take a bath and wash the grease off of your body because you are super greasy, super rude, super obnoxious man. And I know that you work at a place that you would get fired if someone found out what you were doing, that you're a higher up and you oversee a group of people. I want your staff to ask you if you'll give them a hand job at the end of their shift. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, so this guy, he was kind of a little bit more embarrassed. He felt kind of almost guilty for asking, but he said, oh, okay, that's too bad. You're just so pretty. Whatever, buddy. One time I was doing massages out of my boyfriend's house, and he got erect, so he got hard. He, like, reached for it, and, like, he already had signed the papers. He already knew all the rules and everything like that. Like, you're not supposed to touch yourself or anything, do anything inappropriate. He, like, tried to play with himself. I was like, you are unfucking real, buddy. My boyfriend is downstairs. Do you want me to call him up here? Like, it'll be a fucking shit show. Like, he will beat the shit out of you. Another weird request I had was I did have a client who asked me for my underwear. He asked to purchase my underwear, my used underwear. Oh my goodness! Like, what the fuck? I just wish that, like, cops would, like, bust through the door immediately on the note of, like, any inappropriate sexual thingies that happen that come out of a male's mouth, and they just, like, take that client away, because that'd be just great. But yeah, that was a really weird request, and I don't see that client anymore. Most of those clients, they would call me. I could kind of sense it in their voice. Like, when you want a massage and you call me to book a massage, there's just a tone. You're just like, yeah, like, do you guys have any openings? Like, okay, awesome. That's it. Like, but when there's something else expected, their voice is different. So they're a little bit more like, so, do you guys have any openings? I don't even know. Like, it's just sketchy, it's sly, it's greasy, and I can hear it in their voice. And they start to ask weird questions, like maybe like, what are all the services that you offer? Or something like that, something weird. And so I actually ended up having to put on my ad, no creepers, no perverts. I'm sorry, but I have to say this just to like avoid those calls. You would be shocked by how many calls I got until I changed my ad to that. And I think the issue is that so many girls are maybe doing it because even the guy who told me I should add it to my services and I should do it for special clients, he told me, like, I went here in this city and it was all professional, RMTs, everything, registered, and super clean, super nice, fancy place, and they give handjobs. Okay, awesome. So, I don't know, just have your waivers. But the thing is that even like clients that I had signed the waivers, sometimes after a couple sessions, and obviously you don't get them to sign that waiver every time, they just, like that one guy who started to touch himself, like, they just take it upon themselves, like, oh, whatever, they maybe forget the waiver or whatever. But I don't see either one of those clients anymore, so it doesn't really matter. Please do not ask your massage therapist if they are going to give you a hand job or if they give hand jobs. Do not do it. Do not do it. Do not do it. I can't say that enough times. Like, never ask your massage therapist for anything outside of professional services. Anyways, thank you very much for watching the video on weird, inappropriate experiences I've had as a massage therapist, and I hope you enjoyed kind of looking into the dirty secrets of the massage therapist world. And if you have any questions for me or any ideas for videos, please mention below. Otherwise, please like and subscribe, because it is the reason why I do the videos for you, and it's motivation for me. And otherwise, have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you. Okay, so this just happened. Obviously my hair is different because I stopped that video, but I just got a message because I posted it on my Facebook that I was offering one-on-one and group lessons for photography, like teaching them photography because I'm a photographer. And this guy messaged me that he wanted to learn how to improve his photography skills. And I seen like that we had old messages, so I was like, okay, like, I don't recall this name, but like, who is this guy? And he's actually a guy that reached out to me because he saw that I did energy healing and massage, and then he asks me, also, do you do any adult massage therapy? And I just played dumb. And I was like, what is adult massage therapy? And he said, well, if you don't know it, I may as well not ask any further. And then he continued to say, sorry, from what I understand, it's illegal to buy an adult massage, and it's not illegal to sell one, so I'm treading carefully on my words. And I'm like, what makes you ask someone that? Probably not smart. If a girl did that, she would let you know. Don't ever ask a girl that again. Because you're lucky you caught me on a good day, because on a bad day, I would have blasted your message all over my Facebook. And then he goes into saying, since we're on the topic of moralities here, you should consider not blasting stuff like that onto Facebook, even on a bad day for certain people. There's a lot of good-hearted, hard-working young guys up here who would never lay a hand on a woman, such as myself, however, get constantly rejected and can't find a steady girlfriend or girlfriend at all. Trust me, it took a little bit out of me to ask, a little it out of me to ask, and I did feel creepy. But the latter is literally sitting at home alone for the next however many weeks. So I plead to you, if you don't mind, in the future, have this in mind when thinking about blasting someone to your many followers and probably ruining someone's life over a small, fairly harmless question. And again, thank you for your advice. It will help me in deciding in the future. So that happened like a long time ago. Like, how long ago did that happen ago? So over a year and a half ago. And then he messaged me again, how are you doing? I never answered. He messaged me a couple months later, and then today he's messaging me about this one-on-one photography lessons, which obviously I'm not going to teach him because there's just too much weird shit going on there. So yeah, just throwing that in that video there, that this shit happens quite often. And I mean, just like that guy just didn't know any better. Like, I just don't get it. Like, just don't ask your massage therapist if they do any sexual favors. Okay, now that's for real the end of the video. Thank you. Goodbye.